All right, all right. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge here on the Meetme app. It is a weekly show that I bring out every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So whether you're watching this live on Meetme or you're listening to the recording on YouTube or my podcast, welcome in. We are so happy and blessed to have you guys here. I asked for this show to be at the beginning of the week because there is so much power in intention and focus. And if you knew just how amazing your brain is in creating the circumstances that you are in, you would spend more time meditating, thinking, visualizing, affirming than you would spend any other time doing any other activity. All right. So for the next 40 to 45 minutes, feel free to hang out in the Lotus Lounge, listen in, and let's get our spiritual prep for the week. All right, so we're going to start as we always start with a little bit of meditation. So, bouncers, if you are in the chat, just identify yourselves. We have all our bouncers in here. And we just want to remind people that this is a featured stream on the Meetme app. So if you do get disrespectful, the bouncers are advised to remove you quickly from the stream. All right. And that is a ban that we cannot help you with. Okay. So let's all stay positive. Those are the bouncers in red. So while we do this meditation, bouncers, be on the alert. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Focusing on your breathing. Nice deep breaths in, nice deep breaths out. All right, take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Welcome in to Uma's Lotus Lounge, a featured stream here on the Meetme app. I like to start with positive intentions, positive affirmations. So I have some positive affirmations cards, and I can't get to everyone on the recording and on the live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 3 cards, and all you have to do is just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in, and ask this question: what does my higher self want me to know? What does my spirit guides want me to know? All right. So while I shuffle, I'm going to pick 3 cards. And for those of you that are watching live, go ahead and put in the comments whether you choose card 1, card 2, or card 3 to get your free affirmation, positive affirmations message. All right. Okay, here we go. For those of you that chose card 1, this is the positive affirmation from your higher self, your spirit guides, You are evolving. You are evolving. Nini, that's wonderful. Sorry, guys. Nini just came in and she reads cards, and I love linking up with other tarot card readers. It's like fun. We absolutely will. I will come to your stream and we will read together. So for those of you that chose card one, your spirit guides say you are evolving. Who you are is not tethered to the past. How many of you chose one in here? And I love that because I think that's a message for everybody, not just the people who chose one. Because sometimes don't you feel like people from your past try to pull you back, or they try to be like, oh, that's what you're about now? But back in the day, you were about this, right? And it's like, okay, but I have grown. And it's okay that I used to be that back in the day, and now I'm this. Like a lot of people in my personal life really can't understand the change because Uma used to be what? You look at me funny. What you looking at? What you looking at? You want to make this a story? We got something here. I was always ready to fight, right? I had a lot of aggression. Think about it. I came from a third world country. I came from New Jersey, right? Like what we do is like you pop first, ask questions later, right? But then as I grew up, as I developed my spirituality, as I learned about life and everything else, I learned to calm down. I became a better person. I embraced peace more than proving a point or starting a fight, right? So for those of you that chose affirmation one, you are evolving. Who you are is not tethered to the past. Don't let people steal your power and steal your shine. All right? Own it. Claim who you are. All right, let me see my twos. Who in here chose card number two? Positive affirmation number two. Yes, thank God, Coco said. Okay, for those of you that chose two, you are intentional. You are intentional. You are consciously creating a life you love. Now, I want to talk to those of you that chose affirmation number two. You are consciously creating a life you love. That means that the choices you are making, people are not going to understand it. There's a lot of people that are still living unconsciously. Do you guys get what I mean when I say that? Do you understand that people are living unconsciously, right, Mike? It means that they're just going through the day to day. Wake up, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, shower, get dressed, go to work, be bored at work, come home, eat dinner, play with the kids a little bit, watch some TV, go to bed. That's my life. Going through the motions, right? And you, those of you that chose card two, or those of you that resonate with card two, you're not doing that, are you? You're creating your life every step of the way. Today, I don't feel like eating bacon and eggs to breakfast. Today, I feel like a granola and yogurt. But you're consciously creating your life, and nobody gets to tell you whether that is right or wrong. Okay? So, for those of you that chose card two, you are becoming more intentional and you're consciously creating a life you love. So, what if people don't understand that or they have something to say about it? Opinions are just opinions, they have no weight on your soul. All right, let me see those of you that chose card three, affirmation number three. Ooh, affirmation number three. This is you are magnetic. I love this. You are magnetic. You are attracting your wildest dreams with ease and peace. Wow. You are let's break that down. For those of you that chose three, you are attracting your wildest dreams with ease and peace. Do you know what that means? For those of you that chose card three, it means that you are in alignment. You are in alignment. You're at the highest vibration. You are full of love. You are full of peace and joy and unconditional love for yourself and others. You are at your highest alignment. And because you're there, all the things you want for your life are now just magnetically drawn to you. This is what we do as law of attraction coaches. There's a lot of law of attraction coaches like myself out there, and we really focus on you guys being in your highest vibration, your highest alignment, because when you do, then all the things you want will just naturally attract to you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Welcome in, everyone. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It is a featured stream here on the Meetme app. Thank you, Frankie. So today, my talk is going to be about the law of free will. Do you guys know about the law of free will? The law of free will, the thing is, on this planet, there's a lot of fear energy going around. Do you guys realize that? The whole push of the planet is to keep you in fear, to keep you feeling trapped, to keep you feeling that you don't have any power within yourself, right? This is why when you see people in the spiritual circles, they tend not to watch the news because they understand a lot of the news is fear driven. Now, I'm not saying this is just, again, opinions of others. I watch the news from time to time. I have no problem with the news. It's not so much about receiving information, it's what you do with it. You know what I mean? Thank you. My very first subscription, Spanish. Thank you so much for that. Every day you come in, you will get an affirmation. All right. Thank you so much for that. But the thing is the world is trying to push this fear agenda. And I have to tell you guys that don't allow yourself to buy into it because it's going to rob you of your peace and your joy. So we have natural laws that govern the planet. Have you guys heard about natural laws? Yes or no? It's okay if you haven't heard about it. I'm going to talk about it today. That's my topic of discussion today. Okay, so we know like there's a very basic law, the law of gravity, right? We have gravity that rules this planet. What goes up must come down, right? So that's a natural law. Natural laws are laws that don't sustain according to mankind, or they're not man-made laws. They're laws of nature. And once you study the planet, you study Earth, you can figure out what the natural laws are, like the law of gravity. It doesn't matter any situation on this Earth planet, the law of gravity will pertain, right? So natural laws are just that. They cannot be broken. They apply to everything concerning this dimension, this planet. Another famous natural law that people know about is called the law of attraction. Do you guys put a 1 in the comments if you've heard about the law of attraction, or you know about the law of attraction? Right, the law of attraction is another law. But did you know the law of attraction is based off of the law of vibration? But we'll get into that later. Basically, today I wanted to talk about a very, very old law called the law of free will. So, what is the law of free will? It says that nothing can come into your experience without your invitation. What does that mean? It means that you choose the experiences that you're having in your life. Now, for a lot of people that like to play the blame game or play the victim, you're not going to like this, right? You might start trying to cancel, delete Uma, but please don't. It's a natural law. It's not something I made up, okay? This existed way before Uma did. The natural law just basically states that whatever you are experiencing because of your choices. So let's look at that at a basic level, right? Let's look at it in the form of love. How many times, and let's be real about this, okay? Thank you, Wilma. Yes, this is my featured show. Welcome in. Let's do a show of hands here. Put a 1 in the comments if you've ever made a bad decision in love and got your heart broken, right? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. We can't blame the other person. They showed us who they were, right? When they weren't calling us back, when they weren't checking on us, right? When they were we caught them kind of messing with somebody else, and then they lied to our face and said, no, we were not. Thank you. No, we were not messing with that other person. They were just friends, but our intuition was telling us, no, they was messing with that person, right? We know when we've picked the wrong partner for love. We know it. Our intuition tells us this is not the person for us. But what do? We continue to stay in the relationship, and then we continue to get hurt until eventually we get our heart broken. That is a very basic example of the law of free will. The law of free will just says that everything comes into your space by your invitation. So, let me ask a rhetorical question here at this moment. All right. Welcome in, guys. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge, a featured stream here on the Meetme app, here every Monday at 3 p.m. Let me ask another basic question. If the law of free will exists, which means that everything happens by your invitation, by your choice, can someone put a spell on you? Can someone put a spell on you? No. Right? Because how can somebody out there in the outer world decide, I'm going to hex Coco today? I'm going to go ahead and hex Coco. How can it work if Coco how can it work if Coco don't believe in the hex, in my hexing ability, in hexes in general? If Coco don't believe in none of that, mumbo jumbo, how could it work? It can't work. Do you know why hexes work? Honestly and truthfully, they work because the person gives their power to that person by believing in it. Yeah. We attract to us what we believe. You understand? We attract to us what we believe. So, this is why I tell you guys your mind is so powerful, your thoughts are so powerful, and who you surround yourself with is so powerful. I only have three best friends. Three best friends. You know why? Because they're very positive people. They're optimistic. Like I told you, one of my best friends, she just had her sister pass. Now, mind you, her brother and her mother just passed within the last 3 years. She's now had the deaths of three important family members. But if you met her today, she's smiling and happy. She's grieving on the inside, but she understands the flow of life and she understands what life is. And she chooses to hold no ill will or no harsh intentions, no grudges, and she flows, right? Yeah. The problem for a lot of people is you give your power away to too many people. Does that resonate for anybody? Put a one in the comments if that resonates for you. You give your power away to too many people. You got too many people around you. You got too many people, thank you, in your ear telling you what to do, what not to do. You know what kind of friend I am? If my friend comes to me today and say, Uma, I'm going to open a barber shop. Yay! That's the kind of friend I am, because it's not my path to tell this person what they should or should not do. It's not my goal in life to tell them what they should do with their money. But have you ever met that person, that friend that just got all the opinions and all the advice in the world, trying to tell you how to live your life and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, right? Or family, mothers, fathers, right? Keep them at an arm's distance. Keep them at an arm's distance. Do not give these people your power. I got really shredded to pieces on a podcast one time because I said I advocate for lying. Oh, oh, Uma, how dare you? How dare you advocate for lying? I mean, you are a big law of attraction coach out here and you're a metaphysical healer and mentor. How could you tell people to lie? Listen, listen. If it's going to protect your peace, if it is going to protect your peace, lie. Lie. You know why? Because I rather have peace with somebody and tell them a little white lie than to tell them the truth and they don't have emotional intelligence to handle the truth and then they play the victim card and now we have a broken, irreparable friendship that cannot be fixed because somebody's butt hurting their feelings and I'm telling the truth. It's not worth it. If I have a friend that calls me and I don't feel like talking to them, I'll lie. Oh, I was at work. Oh, the kids had something. I'm so sorry. We'll catch up later. I don't have to sit there and tell them, you know what? I saw your name come up on the caller ID and I just really didn't feel like talking to you today. Because even though I know it's no bad intent behind it, we don't know what that person's going through or how they're going to take it. You see what I'm saying? They might be going through something. They might have tried to call four people and now I'm the fifth person that's telling them I don't want to talk to you. You know? So we always got to be aware that just because we want to be truthful, it's not just being truthful, it's also being kind. Like I have a saying, one of my friends back in the day, in when we were learning spirituality together, she said to me, Uma, it is better to be kind than to be right. How many people really resonate with that? It is better to be kind than to be right. Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way because I was, oh no, I'm here to tell the truth. I'm here to tell the truth. You need the truth. We all need the truth. But I don't want to tell the truth if it's going to hurt somebody, right? I don't want to tell the truth if it's going to cause unnecessary harm, right? We don't need to be those kinds of people. And I especially remember this Meetme app, this is a streaming community. So I really appeal to those of you that are part of the streaming community. If you are a streamer on here, please be kind. It is better to be kind than to be right. If you see somebody getting so worked up about a topic, you know what? You're right. You are right. 2 plus 2 is 10. I'm sorry, I tried to say it's 4. I am completely wrong. You know? That's what you do. Thank you for the gifts. Remember, my top 3 gifters in 15 minutes. I'm going to announce the top 3 gifters and gift you with a free psychic reading of your choice. All right? So get in there with those gifts and let's see the top 3 gifters in a couple of minutes. So that is my topic for today, is the law of free will just basically states that nothing can come into your experience unless it is by your choice, by your invitation. So, what you should be doing right now is taking stock and inventory of what you are saying yes to and what you are saying no to. You should be taking stock of what is really working in my life. Let me keep that going. What is not working in my life? Let me look at this. Let me address this. Let me figure this out. You know? And make some changes. All that's all it takes is a few little changes and then things will start to move in a different direction. I have one more story. Law of free will, right? Everything comes into your experience by your invitation. Now, you guys might say, "Okay, that pretty much explains a lot of things, but Uma, how do you explain the hard things in life, the hard things that happen to people?" I'm going to use myself as an example because again, not afraid to show my authenticity here on these streaming apps. I recently got a permanent ban on TikTok. Sure did. I had close to 8,000 followers. I was doing really well on TikTok, making money, getting clients, people checking out my website. Like I was flourishing on TikTok. And in the middle, yeah, in the middle of a live I was doing, my screen went blank and it says, "You are permanently banned." I, of course, appealed it. They wrote back and said, I went against their integrity and authenticity. I said, okay, let me see what this is about. I read the article and it talked about spreading misinformation. And I said, interesting. Because I had an idea what this was about, but I wasn't too sure. So I said, let me test it. So I went ahead and I made a new TikTok account. I already got 200 followers. I told you, you can't stop greatness, all right? It's coming. And I made my new name with just one less one. Everybody knows me, Uma B 1111. So I just made it Uma B, UMABEE 111, right? Just 3 ones. Let me see what happens. I posted 6 videos and I promoted all 6 videos to see which videos TikTok would promote and which ones they didn't. You know what I found? The one video they did not promote. Do you know which video it was? The video with the topic that I am doing right now, the law of free will. I became aware, I became aware of what I am up against. You see? But think about this. If I was to go into a lower energy Friday night when I got banned, I would have been depressed all weekend. I would have been disappointed. I would have felt ashamed. I would have personally felt like I did something wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? But I didn't allow myself to go into it because I was having such a good day on Friday, and the natural laws always work. If I'm having a great day on Friday, I had the realization I have 5 new family members in my Lotus Lounge family on streams. Now we're spread out on POF, on Meetme, on TikTok, and I have 5 new members in my family, right? That happened on Friday. I got 2 new clients at my center on Friday. On Friday was my 3 years, 4 month anniversary with my man, right? I was having a great day on Friday. And then I get hit with the permanent ban. How could that be a bad thing? How could that be a bad thing? It cannot. By law, by natural law, it cannot be a bad thing. You guys see what I'm saying? So I didn't understand why I got banned on Friday, but I said, okay, I'm gonna sit with it. I'm not gonna let it ruin my weekend, ruin my anniversary. I'm not gonna let it ruin this good day. I'm gonna sit with it and I'll find out. Spirit will let me know and I'll find out. And that Sunday, I got the email back explaining what they explained to me. And I said, okay, am I going to stream on TikTok again? You sure right. But now I know what I can talk about and what I can't talk about. Now, a lot of you would be like, Uma, throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Throw the baby out with the bathwater. If TikTok doesn't want to show you all the content you have, don't even go over there. But I can't do that, see? Why can't I do that? I can't do that because I committed to the path of service. And the path of service, we don't get to pick and choose the experiences we encounter. We just have to make the way for the other service workers to come. Do you understand? So I can't give up on this very lucrative, very successful platform because they don't like the things I'm saying or the way I'm saying it. Right? Right. So now I know when I start streaming on TikTok again, because trust and believe, I'm going to be getting 1,000 followers soon on there so I could stream again. And when I stream again, it's going to be a completely different streaming experience for people going in there. I already have ideas of how I'm going to do it differently. So that way I can respect the platform and their guidelines and then also share my work that is approved and save the rest for other platforms. My YouTube channel, my Meetme, my Plenty of Fish channel, where there is not so much strict guidelines and monitoring of the content, you know? Yeah, that's what you got to do. And and just to another point about failures before I get off this topic, for those of you that are just struggling in whatever line of work you do or with whatever mission you have or goal you want to accomplish, let me tell you something right now. I have been successful as a spiritual mentor, a metaphysical teacher, the CEO of a metaphysical wellness center for 15 years. But I didn't get here without my fair share of failures. I did not get here without my fair share of failures. You have to be okay failing. You have to be okay. You have to be okay. And you have to change the way you see things. I have a saying, it is never rejection. It is always redirection. Does that make sense? Never rejection, always redirection. I've been with a partner for 3 years and they broke up with me. And I said, thank you for the time that we had together. I still love you and I wish you well. And I moved on. You have to be okay. Never rejection, always redirection. If you take that stance in life, right? And also the stance of I have faith in life that no matter what happens, it's always going to be okay. If you take that stance in life, man, your life is going to turn around. It's going to turn around. You're not even going to believe the amazing things that's going to come your way. So never rejection, always redirection. All right, let's get you guys your divine energy oracle message of the day. Remember, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be announcing the top 3 gifters of the stream. And you will be getting a free reading from me. All right. And for those of you that don't get to be in the top 3, after I do the top 3 readings, you can spin a wheel and I can do a reading for you as well. All right, this is our message from the spirit guides up above. They love us so much and they want to give us the best energy to start our week, right? So this is the message for us this week. I hope you guys really ponder it and think about it. All right, count your blessings. Count your blessings. Everything is starting to fall into place. Open your heart and feel the blessings at hand. Accept your beauty and grace and let your inner self shine through. You're finally accepting the fullness of your divine spirit. Your divine energy is calling you to be a success story in the world. You're moving into direct alignment with your full potential. As unfamiliar as this is, all your hopes and dreams are beginning to manifest on the physical plane. You're starting to live a charmed life, and it's well deserved. Your blessings are abundant and flowing, even if you feel suspicious of all the goodness coming your way. This wealth is a direct result of your past efforts combined with your willingness to acknowledge all that the universe has to offer you. Now, truthfully, when I read that, how many of you heard it from beginning to end and feel peace about it? Put a 1 in the comments. How many of you heard some of it but tuned out because you just couldn't really focus on it? Put a 2 in the comments. How many of you heard it but it made you feel uneasy for some reason and you don't know why? Put a 3 in the comments. It's okay. Because you know why? Yeah, there's some people that have ADHD. That's okay. But sometimes people feel like I must hear and know everything. Sometimes it's just not your time. So if you don't have a 1, that is okay. There's at least maybe 1 person in here that have it. For those of you that got the 3, you're not there yet to receive it, and that is okay. We're all on a journey. Do we understand that we're all on a journey? Sometimes on this journey, you're 10 steps ahead of everybody. And sometimes on this journey, you're like behind everybody else, right? But at the end of the day, our journeys are unique to us. So when I read things for you guys on here, thank you. When I read things for you guys on here, don't get upset if you didn't hear all of it, you didn't catch it. Spirit just didn't want you to hear it right now. All right? And you just sit with it, and then one day you're going to hear it. I remember my teacher, one of my metaphysical teachers told me that. And I used to, like, I was in a 1-week program, and I would go every day to this class, and I would fall asleep. From the minute he started talking, I would fall asleep every single time. You know what happened? By the last day, I heard everything. I was finally ready to receive. Finally ready to receive. So that's how that works. All right, we're going to do, thank you. I need 10 more people to send dice. Thank you. We're going to do the daily horoscopes for the day. So whoever send me dice, I'm going to look at, and I'm going to start with that sign for the daily horoscope of the day. Thank you, Mrs. Vox. All right. Is that, Mrs. Vox, is that... What is your sign? Let me see. I'm going to use this for signs. Okay. All right. Wilma, Gemini, right? I believe is Gemini. I just saw gifts coming in and it was from Wilma. So we're going to start first with Gemini. And this horoscope that I'm reading, I want to credit horoscope.com for the daily horoscope. Okay. Horoscope.com. Yes. Whoever sends the next gift, Spanish, will be the next sign. So, Savage, what is your sign? All right, let's see. Gemini. Oh, I hate these ads on here. Horoscope.com, please do better with the ads. All right, Gemini, if you are Gemini sun, moon or rising, here is your message for today. There's a lot of tension in the air today, Gemini. It isn't just affecting your home environment. Everyone you meet seems out of sorts. You'll be happiest if you spend much of today in solitude. Books don't honk their horn at you, and DVDs don't curse your driving. Who needs the aggravation that a day like today can bring? Enjoy a day away from other people's bad moods. Okay, that is for Gemini. All right, we have Scorpio up next. Anybody else wants to go next? Send a gift and I will pull your sign up next. This is the daily horoscope for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Don't take anything you hear today at face value, Scorpio, especially where money is concerned. A well meaning friend could approach you with an opportunity not to be missed. Listen to the pitch and take down all the information, but don't make any kind of commitment. You'll likely see several flaws when you review the information later. Point them out to your friend. You'll save this person money and embarrassment by speaking up. Okay? All right. There's the Scorpios. Okay, who is next? Anybody? Anybody wanna? Lil Frankie, that's a Libra. We know the Libras are in the house. All right, thank you, Lil Frankie. Libra, this is a message for Libra, sun, moon, and rising. This isn't the best day for get-togethers, Libra. What starts as a friendly lunch could wind up a gossip fest. No one wins in that situation. You could fear leaving the table because of what they say about you. There's no upside to the situation, so your best strategy might be to stay home and work on chores. At least you'll have the satisfaction of feeling that you accomplished something. Ooh, you kind of have like the same message as Gemini, right? All right, who else is in here? Send a gift. I will pull your sign. If not, I'm going to go ahead and go to Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. Here is your message for today. This is a day to stay close to home and organize the house. You might be thinking how you can best use your living space. It's clear that some improvements are in order, Aquarius. Perhaps you could begin by tackling all those minor repairs that you've been putting off. Once those are done, a fresh coat of paint will do wonders to brighten your home and your outlook. All right, we are done with the air signs. Let's move on to Pisces. Let's go to Pisces. Sun, moon, rising. This is your message. Pisces, you need rest. Even though you have a long list of tasks, see if you can leave some for later. All signs indicate that you shouldn't stray too far from home today if you can help it. You're easily distracted, which makes you prone to accidents. Being behind the wheel of a car isn't the place for you right now. Stay home and tackle all those little chores you've been meaning to finish. So I feel like, it's a lot of messages about stay home today, right? All right. Next we have is Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Welcome in, guys. We're coming down to the end of Uma's Lotus Lounge featured stream here on the app. Please be kind in the comments. If not, we will have to remove you. And remember, the top 3 gifters will get a free reading from me. And afterwards, I'll open up the line for anybody who wants readings, and they can send a wheel for readings. Okay, right now we're doing horoscopes. If you want your horoscope to be read next, we haven't done the fire signs or the earth signs. So Lizzie, we will start with Lizzie Mars next. All right, Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Here is your message. You feel that life would run more smoothly if money didn't exist. The amount of time and energy you spend sorting out your financial affairs is frustrating. Unfortunately, Cancer, today will be a frustrating day. Today, you need to sit down and sort out some neglected bills. It isn't fun, but at least by the end of the day, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you got it done. You guys, please hit a fave on Lizzie Mars. Top badge Lizzie Mars is in the house. All right, we are going to go to Aries. Thank you for the dice. Thank you, Wilma. We're going to go to Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here is your message. Aries, you're on your own when it comes to financial matters. This may not be what you want to hear, but it's how things are. Trust that your business acumen will pull you through. Don't take anything at face value. Pay attention, write down the information, but make no commitments and sign no contracts. The environment isn't right for any deals. If a deal is valid today, it will still be valid tomorrow. That is the message for Aries. And you know what's funny? I always tell people don't sign any contracts during a Mercury retrograde because they you know. You're welcome, Michael. All right, no other gifts, no other gifts. Well, then we are going to go to Leo. Leo, let's see. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here is your message for today. You feel invincible, Leo, as though you can do anything. Enjoy this abundance of energy, for it's certainly unusual. Take care not to overdo it. If you haven't jogged in a while, running 5 miles today will leave you pretty sore tomorrow. Similarly, don't try to finish all your household repairs in one day. Remember that slow and easy wins the race and keeps you in shape for the long haul. That is a message for, Leo. What is your sign, Jesse baby? Thank you. Yes, send the dice, guys, if you want your horoscope. If we haven't gone over it already. That is, isn't that an air sign? Is that Aquarius? We did that one already. We have 4 signs left: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Sag. Those are the 4. I'm about to do Sag right now. Amy, thank you. What is your question? We just did Pisces too. All right, let me go to Sag. Sagittarius. I'll reread it back afterwards, Jesse baby. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your message. This would be a good day to stay home and spend much of the day in bed. You've been working especially hard lately, juggling both home and work with your usual aplomb. But today you could feel a bit worn out and overwhelmed. Give yourself a day of rest. Spend the day with a good book or some movies. You'll find this solitary time refreshing. All right? Okay, let's end with the earth signs, and then I remember the top 3 gifters will get a free psychic reading from me. So go ahead, guys. I'm going to do the last 3 earth signs, and then we're going to get into the readings. Okay. All right. Let us go to Virgo. Are there any Virgos in the house? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here is your message for today. This would be a good day to putter about the house, Virgo. It isn't a good day to travel or begin any major projects. This could be just the excuse you've needed for taking a day off from your life. You need not answer the phone or fulfill any obligations whatsoever. Simply stay put and tackle some minor household chores. If even that proves too much, curl up with some tea and a good book. Don't you guys feel like today pretty much for everybody is just like stay indoors? Just stay indoors. Yeah, I feel like today's like a stay indoors kind of day. All right, we have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Today would be best spent alone behind closed doors. There's a lot of tension in your household for some reason, Taurus. Since there isn't much you can do about it, try to avoid it altogether. Let your family members fight it out among themselves. You have a better way to spend your time. Go by yourself and enjoy the day by yourself. That part, exactly. And then finally, Capricorn. Do we have any Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising in here? Capricorn, here is your message for today. Love is very much in the air today, Capricorn, so take advantage of this auspicious environment. Invite your loved one over to play hide and seek under the bed covers. Or if you don't have a playmate in your life, find other ways to fulfill the passion you feel. Spend the afternoon reading a good book or invite a friend to watch a movie with you. Have a good time. I know. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me just go ahead and end the podcast section of this. For those of you that are watching the recording, this is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here on the Meetme app every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be a part of the live audience, please download the Meetme app, come to live streams, and look for me, Uma B1111, and we are happy to have you here.